Hi guys, it's Jolie. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jolie, and that's about it. So today, I did a full face using only $1 products. So let me count up the total real quick so I can figure out how much I spent on my entire face. Hold on, give me a minute. Alright, so if you're not including brushes, which I'm totally not, I only spent $16 to do my entire face, but the eye makeup is super pretty, if you can see it. So yeah. If you guys want to see me do my face and watch me do my thing, then keep on watching. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take this LA Color Jumbo eye pencil in the color Seashells, which is just like a white eyeshadow base. And I'm going to go all over my eyelid with this just to set it down as a base and to make the eyeshadows that I'm using later a bit more vibrant. Yeah. And then afterwards I'm just going to blend this in with a brush. Alright, and now I'm going to take the AOA Studio High Definition Brush E103. Sorry, I'm like getting all the powder off of this because there's a lot of powder in it. I don't know if you can see it flying through the air, but yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and buff this out using this brush. It's kind of like a flat top kabuki, but for your eyes. Alright, and then I'm going to dip into this palette, which is the Amuse palette, 9-color palette in mix number 1. It's just like the orangey toned one. I'm going to dip into this cream colored shade and just set my entire eyelid using the same brush because I don't really care. Next I'm going to take my Sedona Lace EB13 and I'm going to dip into this camel colored shade right here in the same palette. And I'm just going to run that through the crease and a little bit above as a like transition shade. And it doesn't matter if this is messy because I am going to do a cut crease in this look. So things are going to get cleaned up later anyways. Alright, once that's all blended out, I'm going to go ahead and take the same palette but in the shade mix number 3. I'm going to take this shade right here, which is kind of like a shimmery champagne-y color, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight the brow bone with that color using a e.l.f. C brush, which is basically just a flat shader brush. Now in this same palette, I'm going to go ahead and take, I think I'm going to take this color in the middle, which is like a deep mauve purple. I'm going to take it on a e.l.f. I don't know what kind of brush this is because it's not labeled, but I believe this is just the $3 blending brush. I'm not sure. But I'm going to swirl around in there pretty generously because these eyeshadows aren't that pigmented. And I'm going to go ahead and tap it in the outer corner. Oh, wow, I lied. Okay, I see you. I see you. But I really think that's mostly because I put down the white base. Yeah, girl, I see you. Alright. So I'm blending it in the outer corner and into the crease, and then I'm going to go back in with my blending brush with any leftover transition color on it and go ahead and blend out this harsh edges. My bad. Oh my god. Harsh edges. Alright, so next step, I'm going to take another e.l.f. brush. I believe this is a smudge brush. I'm not sure the name isn't on it. I'm going to go in back into the mix number 1 palette, and I'm going to dip into this black shade, and I'm going to put that in the outer corner and a tiny bit into the crease, just like that, and then go back in with this brush that I had the cranberry shade on just to help blend it out a little bit better. And then I'm just going to keep building up that black until I'm really happy with the opacity and the darkness of it. Okay, now that everything is all blended out and I'm pretty happy with the opacity, I'm going to go ahead and take this AOA Studio Wondercover High Definition Concealer in the shade Light Yellow on a e.l.f. concealer brush, which is my favorite brush to do cut creases with, and I'm going to cut the crease. Alright, once I have the crease all cut, I'm going to go ahead and just set that with the same white shade that we used in the first step. And then I'm just going to go ahead and clean up around the cut crease. I've shown you guys this in my last video, I think, but basically I just take the same brush and wipe it off, and then take the transition and darker color, that like whatever colors I used, and I just trace around the cut crease. So I'm going to be taking this shade plus my transition and going ahead and doing that. And then also I'm going to deepen up the areas in the outer crease where things might have gotten lost. So basically just taking the same colors that I used and blending them right where the end of the cut crease meets. I don't know why, but this eye always ends up looking so terrible, and this one's like blended to perfection. I don't know what happens every single time, but it always does. But anyways, I'm going to take a baby wipe and go ahead and clean up the edge of my eye because I like to have a sharp line. So basically just like that. I literally don't know what happened to this eye. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of glitter. This is the Princessa Pearl Powder in the shade 09. I'm not going to be using the eyelash glue that comes off of Shop Miss A because I have it and I absolutely hate it. I'm going to be using the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. It's like the kind that you just like paint on, if you know what I mean. Alright, so I'm going to be putting this right where the cut crease meets the darker shades. And then I'm going to take a flat shader brush and just pack it right onto that glue. And then I'm going to outline the crease and then pack the glitter where the crease is. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and apply lashes. I'm using the Cara eyelashes in the style 505. I'm going to be trimming the edges off of these lashes because they are a bit long for my eyes. To blend the lashes in with to blend the lashes in with my lashes, I'm going to be taking a curling, what are these called? Eyelash curler by AOA Studio, so of course it was $1 as well. And curl the lashes together. Oh my god, I just tore the lash off. Alright, and then I'm going to be taking the Clean Color Framish Lash. That's really hard to say. Framish Lash. Clean Color Framish Lash. Avocado Seed Oil Mascara, which I hate the wand of this. Are you serious? This is a freaking, like, pine tree. Like, Christmas tree. What? Super hard to use, but it smells weird. And then hit my bottom lashes as good as I can. Alright, so now I'm going to do my eyebrows and then I can start on my face. For my eyebrows, I'm going to be using the Clean Color Brow Pomade. This is in the shade... What shade are you? Ebony. This is the darkest one that they have. Mine is getting a little dry, so I'm going to add just a drop of rose oil to it. Alright, so my eyebrows are a little bit lighter than I would normally fill them in, but that's completely okay. So now I'm going to move on to the face. Now, like I said in my haul video, I couldn't find any, foundations because I had already tried most of the ones on the website and I didn't like them. So I was just going to use concealer all over my face. But before I do that, I'm going to use this Studio AOA Wonder Skin Poreless Primer. I have never used this, so I have no clue how this is about to go. Okay. Feels like aloe vera gel. That's what it feels like. Alright, so I'm going to be taking the AOA Studio Wonder Cover HD Concealer in the shade Natural. And I'm probably, this is really, really orange. So I'm going to also add some yellow. I'm actually going to work in sections because I can tell this is going to dry fast. And we're going to pray that this just looks right. It's not that bad of a match, but it's, in real life, it's very, very orange. It's literally just orange. I'm going to conceal under my eyes using the yellow shade. I'm going to add just a bit of this orange shade. Take this Santee Mineral powder foundation and I'm going to powder my entire face. Hopefully this helps with the color match because I'm literally disgusted right now. And this is actually a pretty full coverage powder foundation, so I'm really just going to pack it on. How yellow I am. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to take this BR Powder Cake Foundation in the shade 1821-5. And I'm going to use this as a bronzer if I can figure out how to open it. Alright, there we go. It just looks like this. I'm just going to use it as a bronzer. Maybe I won't look so yellow after using this. For blush and highlight, I'm going to be using this Amuse Blush and Glow Duo in the shade Mix 4. These are so hard to open. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. She's open. I'm going to take this Zoeva. I don't know what kind of brush this is, but it's like an angled brush. Just going to... Ooh, that's pigmented. Tap that on him. I'm going to blend it out with this powder brush because that was really pigmented. I'm going to take this fan brush, which I'll probably just end up using my fingers or something, and dip into the same duo and glow on you hoes. This highlighter is actually really pigmented. I went over it in my haul for this video. If you guys want to watch that, it'll be linked somewhere. I don't know where. Alright, and finally, the only thing I have left to do is lips. So for this look, I'm going to be taking the LA Colors Auto Lip Liner in the shade Mauve and the Santee Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade 07. Alright, so this is it for this video. I did spray my face with some rose water because it felt absolutely disgusting and cakey and powdery, but I think we're good now. So this is the finished look. I really love how the eyes came out, but yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. But yeah, so if you guys want to see more videos like this, just let me know, and I can film them. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!